Also, my estimate that we sliced off just a third isn't quite right, okay? Had we sliced, according to the first plane that I drew here, a plane that goes through this point, and this point, we would have, I'm sorry, through this point, and this point down here, we would have sliced off a third, okay? Now, this plane that we sliced with goes through this point, and this point, so it's more like so. It still slices off a third because it slices off some of the top as well as some of the front, okay? So my visualization of that, and as I said, that's if I knew any geometry after having made my comment about what we're not teaching, was a little bit off by 20 to 25% because I was thinking relative to slicing through this plane. Okay, anyhow, it turns out that 36 being 2/3 of 54, 54 being the area of this volume of this prism, and 36 being the volume we calculated for the region, or 35 and 2/3, I think, and the class and I disagreed on that. Now, mild disagreement. I'm perfectly willing to take their solution because they used a calculator, but I don't see what was wrong with my fractions. My guess is there's something wrong. Anyhow, we both got about the same thing. So this is how our estimate relates to the actual volume of the region. And we see that we get reasonable confirmation of our result for the volume. And we often want to do this. Anytime we can, if we're trying to find a volume, we estimate a region that encloses that volume and then ask ourselves how much did we have to take off to get the actual region that we're trying to find. And if we don't come out with a reasonable result, we need to reconcile that because that's kind of how we check ourselves in these things.